I was chatting with unnamed person about this last night. We should come with a disclaimer,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
forever.
Who's the
Don't
unnamed
keep up,
person? Why would you unname him?
because you hit recording and that's the joke.
But don't we get to? Oh, it is the joke. You're right. Yep. But I was like, don't we get to shout out one of our 2 fans? What was he saying about how cool we are?
Oh no, just should come with a disclaimer of
Oh.
please don't keep up. It's not healthy.
Oh,
It
yeah.
won't end well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Don't-
That's true.
But I mean, if we have like a drinking game.
Well, yeah, but
It's a disclaimer, not a rule.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's like we're releasing ourselves from liability.
Hey.
If you do it, it's not my fucking problem.
Yeah, this
especially
is gonna
now
go
that, now that-
badly.
especially now that we're starting to share rules with people. So
Ooh, disclaimer on the podcast. Don't make a drinking game that when we take a sip, you take a sip. It's not gonna go well.
No.
If it does, maybe talk to someone.
At least half of us are Irish. So.
and at least when you go to your
I am a mutt.
doctor, when you go to your doctor, divide the amount of drinks you have per week by 4, and they'll still be concerned, but less so.
I feel attacked.
I mean, that's my annual checkup. I just divide by 4, and they're still like, you should probably cut back on your drinking. And I'm like, oh,
You're like, but I can do,
you sweet
but I can
summer
do
child.
cardio.
Yeah,
But I can do cardio.
Yeah.
I can run for like 13 miles.
You can run for 26.2 miles without even trying. I mean, you throw up a lot, but you still do
That's a lot
it.
of trying. That's a lot of
What?
trying. Yeah, 26.2 is a lot of trying.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so you throw up a couple times.
That's
And, well,
terrifying.
there's no throwing up. It's just like
I thought you
can't-
threw up on the one that you did in Eugene because you like
Oh,
didn't
well, that's
prepare
because
for
I
it.
didn't train for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was-
That's what I'm saying. Like you can just, but also the fact that you can still bust out a marathon. People who train still throw up.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what
Yeah,
would
that's
happen
fair,
to
yeah.
me in the first 0.2 of that? I would lay down. You know, like
That one.
It would
I'm with
just be
Kristen.
like, yeah.
Cannot.
I'd be like, well, I'm done now. Do I get a shirt still?
Yeah, it's part of your entrance fee. It's a great part.
Yeah. All right. Get the shirt and the free drinks at the end. I'm fucking good.
Ooh, and the best part of the Eugene Marathon is there's the community college has a massage program. So you could just duck out at the very beginning, wander over and have a massage therapy student just give you a massage. And the best part is you ducked out early, so there's no line. No one's beating you there.
Oh,
Okay.
you do half a marathon and get a massage. I can
No,
sign
you
up for that.
no, you do the starting gun and then you just hop
I
the
heard
fence
duck
and
out
go get a
early.
massage.
Oh, like no marathon.
really
Just go
early.
get a massage.
Like you paid your
That's
entrance
not
fee.
early.
The entrance fee is cheaper than the massage would be at a massage, like at a massage therapist. So like just pay the entrance fee, you get a t-shirt and a massage.
We should have an episode
folks,
on
that's
gaming
finances
the system.
with David. Yeah. So anyway, that's a great segue into the topic of our episode, which is where does all the money go?
Ooh.
And which risks are smart and which risks are stupid?
Oh,
I mean, oh,
so I know nothing about this because I am bad at math,
Obviously,
and I don't own a business.
you're like advising people to join a marathon to get a free massage. Like, I
because he
think
cares.
we're so
He
surprised.
So as the one person in this group that doesn't own their own business,
Tenuous grasp at best.
yes, yeah, I am deciding to start my own business. I have, let's say, $100,000 in capital.
Wait, are we going?
Aren't we recording?
You're the one recording.
Yeah, but we have to like introduce each other and shit.
Oh,
Like, what are you guys
yeah.
new?
Okay, fair.
Like,
yeah.
this is not our first fucking time.
All right. So this is Ben. Ben's smart. He knows things. This is Kristen. Kristen's smart. She knows things. We're all drinking alcohol. All right.
Lame.
So this is the person to my right is Ben Howarth. He has some degrees. He knows some things. He has can spell business if you ask him to. Yes.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, okay. Go
He
on.
will have
Yeah.
to say busyness to actually do it, but he can indeed spell it. And then fun fact about Ben is he once got into an argument with a person acting like a statue, and after 4 hours after arguing with it, realized it was a real statue.
Hey, we weren't going to talk about that again.
Shots fired. Yeah.
Oh, hey everyone. I'm Ben, and the person to my left, I don't know how Zoom works, but to my left is Kristen, an incredible professional with a bunch of businesses and a bunch of experience. A fun fact about Kristen is she once ran 25 miles without signing up for a marathon. She just made that personal choice, and I find that impressive.
I mean, anyone who's ever met me ever would know that that's not true.
That's the
Running
point.
is stupid.
It's bad for your health. Don't
yeah,
do it.
seriously. 10 out of 10 doctors do not recommend. The human person to my left is David. He has a lot of years in leadership in variety of industries. Is the military an industry? It is, right?
Oh
It's,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
big
we are the
business.
military industry. Like I
Big
feel like we're
business.
always called
Okay.
that. Yeah.
The industrial
Warmongers.
complex.
As I learned it, I was a manager of violence, is what I was called.
Oh
when I
my
was put
God,
into
I love
leadership.
it.
Yeah. When I was put into
Okay.
leadership, they said you are a manager of violence.
Is that
That's literally my dream title. Ask anyone who's ever worked for me before. How many times have I threatened to punch them in the throat, the ear, the eye, the nose, or stab them in the face? Ask them. They'll tell you. Manager of violence. Oh my God. I didn't know that was a job title you could have. Okay. Anyway, so, but he's also like a good leader and stuff, and has a degree in psychology. And fun fact about David is that he's double jointed in 86% of his joints, but not the important ones.
Also, this
Oh.
just in, Ben. I think I have a real fun fact about you that I am curious about.
Oh,
Ooh, hot
have-
goss.
Have you calculated how many infants you would need to kill to make a laser?
oh.
Benjamin Bartholomew.
All right, we are entering upon my superpower. If estimation, okay, that doesn't explain anything.
No.
Okay, so there are a lot of discussions that happen in the scientific community, and when you are an undergraduate physics major, you find out that you learn a lot of estimations about the world, like volumes and weights and, kilograms, masses, impulses, that kind of shit. And that makes you really good at estimating, like, so a laser is light bounced between two reflective surfaces such that it makes constructive interference in a direction. If you put a medium, such as CO2, a CO2 laser, cool, you have made a different wavelength of light. If you use infant blood and are sacrificing to our great Lord Satan, you have to determine how big of an infant blood laser you need. And that's all I have to say about that.
Is infant blood the medium, or are you like condensing it down to be the lenses?
No, it's the medium.
Okay.
The lenses
so
are
it's the
you
CO2.
buy the lenses from McMaster Car.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so infant blood is the CO2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
I love so much that we have like secret resources that are like ratting on Ben. Like this is so great.
I felt like I needed to explain myself and how I was
Yeah.
pressed into a situation of being the department estimator and being asked about a given resource.
But like, God, you said so many big words though.
Lasers?
Yeah, thanks, you fuckstick. That's what I meant. I certainly meant the word lasers. Oh, we didn't even say what we were drinking. We're so
Have
bad
we
at
started?
this.
We introduced,
Yeah.
but we haven't even said the episode. So much of this is going to get cut.
No, it's never gonna get cut. That's the whole fucking
Oh.
point. Lean into the shit show, Ben.
That's fair.
No, we said it's gonna be where does all the money go, and then somehow we
Mhm.
derailed. We ended up talking about marathons and infant blood, but ugh, that's not gonna be the episode title.
Oh,
like,
no. God, no.
Kids
Jesus
and Cannons.
Christ.
Kids and Cannons was pushing it. Like that
Far
was,
as we'll go.
that was strong. Okay. So where does all the money go?
Mm-hmm.
As a small business owner, how do you know if you're spending money on the right stuff or the dumb stuff?
Ooh.
What are
I
the
feel like that-
calculations? Do you have like spreadsheets for that? Because like I just fucking wing it, man.
That is a loaded question. I feel like we've discussed this many times, but I feel like we gotta start with, as a small business, money is incoming and money is outgoing.
Yes, good
And
job.
there is a
Good
bubble.
job, Benny.
there is you in the middle, but it's not quite that clear because money can come in that is both already allocated. Money can come in that is pure profit. Money can come in from a source that is 6 weeks after you charged for it. So it doesn't come in on a clear time scale anymore. So you have a black box that is a business, and you got to figure out, you got to make some rules for this black box of money coming in and money going out.
Is it like a magician's box? So like you can't see
Yes.
what's in there?
100%.
So like it's like the swords and you're like, I hope I got it.
Your
Oops.
job is to be a critic. Figure out how the magician works his black box.
Okay.
like
I like
the
it.
Penn and
I
Teller
like it.
show.
I'm a
Yeah.
skeptic. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it. Also, since you're back, David, what are we drinking?
Ooh, I am drinking the last of a bottle of a
Where the fuck did Ben go? How did he disappear?
Don't worry about it.
the last
Please
of a
mute if you go pee. Thank you.
well, I think he has to grab alcohol, I think is where we're at.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes,
I'm drinking the last of a bottle of a Syrah, and then I'll see where the evening takes me after this one. Because this is I'm at the end. So
Okay.
hello.
I'm finishing off. By the way, in case no one's deduced this yet, we record 2 episodes at a time. So this is the drunker one. Okay. In case no one's figured that out yet, because we're like 10 minutes in. Levile for dude, I can do Spanish. I can't do French.
Leviathan?
Leville Ferme. It's the cock and chicken one.
The cock and chicken.
Cock and chicken. Okay, Ben, go.
What was I even talking about?
What are you
Oh,
drinking?
black box.
Drinking.
Oh yeah, drinking.
I went and got a Sticky Hands from Block 15 Brewery.
Is that a
It's an
fruit
IPA.
cup, Sticky Hands?
The fruit cup.
It is. It is
there's a fruit
indeed.
cup.
They released a
Oh,
new
that's
one.
phenomenal.
It's okay.
Ooh, is phenomenal? Do you say phenomenal? I think you say phenomenal.
He does. Is that
Do I do it enough to be an ism? I'm okay with it being an ism.
do we find out today?
Oh my god, you
I'm
know what we should
gonna-
do is marathon, like once we have like 20 episodes, we'll like marathon listen to them. We should have like a viewing party and then we have to like make the rules of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that wasn't interesting to you. Anyway.
That's great. No, sorry. I was finishing the Marshall Foch and starting on my fruit cup.
All right, so we've got a black box.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot
Black
about the black
box
box.
of revenue and business, and you have incomes and you have outcomes, and the middle of that is remarkably complicated and simple, as I will describe it.
Oh, are you gonna screen share? You look like you're getting ready to screen share.
No, I'm just very intense on this subject. And
Oh, okay. I thought we were getting another like business canvas model, but okay.
no, you ever just like click your mouse in different parts of your screen?
Yeah.
Because it's
Well,
satisfying.
So Ben, question: Can you pull up a Paint, Microsoft Paint, and then draw
Ooh,
us this
I
process?
could. Is that I feel
And he fucking muted himself.
He muted himself. He's like, the world is not ready for the squares I'm about to.
Oh my god. There you it can get we should just quit now. This is the best thing that's ever happened. We're done. No more podcast. Ben's not laughing as hard as we are. Do you think we hurt his feelings?
no, I'm trying to focus, but you guys are making it hard.
Fucking muted himself. Whew, okay. So, but you're gonna have to describe what you're doing for the people that are just listening on like Spotify or Apple or whatever. Okay.
All right, so I'm drawing a box that is wonderful because I'm using my computer mouse.
It's beautiful.
You have green money line coming
Ooh.
in
Mhm.
and red money line coming
Because red
out.
means bad. Red is bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. In
So
the black is the line you want to be. In the red means you're losing money, etc.
Oh,
etc.
that's so smart.
I'm smart.
Smart. Heckin' big smart.
God damn it. So you've got a business, and your business is a black box. And the reason it's a black box is because it is different from every other business. There is a style, there is a genre, but if you own a unicorn saddle company, that is different from a slapping tables company. And the ways you make money, the ways you spend money are different. But at the end of the day, every business has revenue coming in and has costs going out. And the balance of those two and understanding the allocation of funds is what's going to give you a relatively clear picture of your business. And that's where we're at with this Microsoft Paint drawing.
So like,
So, sorry, go ahead.
what goes in the black box though?
A lot of it is going to be your costs. So if you're a bar, you're talking about the liquor you sell. If a bottle of alcohol is $20 to you, you sell it at $7 a shot. You make in revenue $80. You make in profit $45. Whatever that looks like, the description of your product is what's going to be in that black box. If you're a house painting company, that is entirely different. You're not buying vodka, I hope, if you are a house painting company.
So,
Well,
so what,
that's how you
what,
put kids in cannons. So
yeah, no one's gonna pull the trigger on that. So in this case, what I do is I go to people that accidentally had kittens. I take those kittens and then I run them around the town like I'm goddamn Santa Claus and drop them off at people's houses. And because as soon as a kitten is in a house, the people will adopt that kitten. Like that's just the rule of how nature works. It's adorable, it's cute, it's built to just become a part
That's
of
their
your life.
superpower, their parasites.
That's their superpower, is their parasites. And so so my job is you pay me to take your litter of kittens, and then I freaking Saint Nick my way around whatever local town you're in.
is this
and
gonna
then
like
drop these
end?
kids off.
Do you think you're gonna like get?
I mean, where I'm at is like, what does my black box look like? Because I have to pay for gas, I have to pay for drivers.
Well, you
I have
haven't
to scrub the
defined
town.
this part. You haven't defined the revenue part.
They pay
Yeah.
me to take the kittens.
What you've made is called a community service, which is this part, which is
No,
largely
they pay me to
taxpayer
take the
paid.
kittens.
But you're like stealing the kittens and then you're forcing them
No, I'm
into
not
people's
stealing the kittens.
houses.
They're paying me
and
to
then
take
making
the
them-
kittens.
Oh, someone's paying you to take the kittens, but then you like force.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of kidnapping? Like you're doing the opposite of kidnapping. You're just like
Yeah.
putting a cat in their house and being like, bye.
Yeah, exactly. But the
Solid
people
business
don't,
model.
They don't want to sit outside of Walmart with the box and be like, I hope someone takes one of these kittens home. They want to pay someone to be like, take these kittens, drop them somewhere that's out of my line of sight. You're doing great.
So-
Ben. You're doing great. Ben.
So we've got Jesus Christ.
You're doing
I did
great.
so well before. We have
Taxpayer
stealing
was
on one
killer.
side. If you just
Stealing?
stealing.
Oh, stealing. Okay. Also,
have
for those of you that
stealing.
aren't getting to witness this, Ben is writing now on his paint app.
And in
Which
the
is-
shittiest Venn diagram I've ever
Okay,
seen.
With
in
his
my life.
I'm
mouse.
not good at video games. We have taxpayer, which is entirely just cost funded. We have stealing, which is just taking money for zero services, zero anything offered. And then a business is where you take money for a service or product that is offered.
So kitten relocation.
Is not a business that is taxpayer funded. I don't know where where is the stealing part coming with the kittens?
Yeah, if they're paying you to take the kittens, then you're not stealing them, you fuckwit.
Yeah, I can figure it out.
If you are
Figure it out.
a shelter takes donations. A shelter definitely does not steal kittens from people with kittens to
And neither
then
do
sell
I.
them.
But like, where is the
Good-
kitten
good for
sourcing?
you.
Because like, I feel like this is a valid question. So like, what is the kitten source?
Ooh,
Like you say, someone is paying you
So-
to take the kittens, but where are they getting the kittens?
All right, so
So
this is on my app. It's KTTN. It's kitten.
God damn
When you have a litter of kittens, you go log into kitten and you say like, I don't know what to do with these kittens. Someone please take them off my hands. And then we're like, how many kittens? And they say 14. And we say, okay, that's a $35 per kitten fee. We'll pick them up.
No one's gonna pay you to take their kittens.
I don't hate this idea. No, they will.
No, they
there
won't.
is an
That's why they
app.
go to Walmart.
There is a
Yeah, but I
trash word
saved
app.
them the trip to Walmart.
They're not gonna pay you like $400 to take these kittens off their hands.
Or
They
they,
could go
sit at Walmart all day.
or they go drop them in a fucking shelter like most shitheads do.
Okay, I'm going to talk about some innovation shit real quick. There is an app that I learned of that is incredible, and it will take the trimmings, the garbage, the trash that a lot of logging companies drive away, and simply connect it with someone who is looking for that. It seems simple, like they drop it off in your driveway. I forget what it's called, so you can't
It's
Google it. I'm sorry.
It's LMBR. It's lumber. It's a great app.
Is that real?
No, I'm
fuck.
just making that up.
All right. But it's an app that it's similar to that. You can sign up to receive pretty much free bark mulch or trimmings or otherwise from logging companies. They would otherwise be paying to have this type of garbage removed. And all the app does is connect someone with something that isn't useful to them to someone with a need for that trash. And I'm not calling kittens trash, but I do want to highlight that this is a thing. Like, you can absolutely take a small percentage of connecting someone with an issue and a need that lines up perfectly.
I'm going to revolutionize shelters with kitten.
With kittens, purely.
We have the
app,
kitty
kittens.
cantina
Oh, I like that. The kitty cantina.
where you can go drink and hang out with kittens and then adopt them if you want.
Oh,
yeah, I've heard
yeah.
about the coffee
The
shop
cat
version of that. There's
cafes.
an alcohol version of that.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
And they don't allow kids anymore. They used to allow kids, but now they only allow adults. And you have to, because you have to like reserve your time in advance to go in like the little cat area.
I feel
Oh,
like the
that's
problem is the
dangerous.
cats are better than the people.
Oh, that's why they stopped letting kids in.
I still feel it's applicable.
No, they
It's
stopped
all
letting
that's
kids in.
probably true. Anyway,
Okay, so
Okay, what's happening?
Well,
Okay,
give
so-
me a better business model then, Kristen. If you're
Fucking-
happy with stealing kittens, well, taking kittens off people's hands.
hold on. Lightweight ninja suits.
All right, okay, I'm on board. I am on board. I'm off Kitten, the app, and I'm on board with lightweight. ninja suits.
NNJ or NNJA ninja. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. All right. Lightweight ninja suits that are breathable, lightweight. They're good for all your ninja needs. And it includes like a hood that comes with a little mask thingy like on it. So you don't have to like have any extra accoutrement except for your like swords and your like throwing stars and your nunchucks. Cause every good ninja needs nunchucks.
At least one set.
Yeah. But like they have like a utility belt. And Ben, did you seriously just send us myninjasuit.com?
I'm sorry, it's already a thing.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Oh, that's
if
not
the-
even close to the same thing. That's a bunch of rich people who ski. Fuck off.
All I'm saying is it's not so easy to come up with just a bullshit company out of nowhere.
Watch
Already
me,
taken
table
is the
slapper.
lesson.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're actually really good at coming up with bullshit companies on the spot. So like, let's not sell ourselves short. I think it might be one of our best skills. It's
Rude.
truly unfortunate. Okay. So back to the black box, but for ninja suits. For real ninjas, not people who
Real ninjas,
ski.
Yeah. Fuck,
Fuck.
skiers. Skiers the
Boo.
worst.
Do you
Boo.
ski? Have you seen that TikTok? Do you ski?
No.
Oh, it's great. I'll send it to you guys. And he's like, the douchiest question you can ask is, do you ski? Because what they're really saying is, I ski. It's so great. Do you ski? Oh, we love going to the Alps in the wintertime.
Do you have a podcast? I
Do you have a
Oh,
podcast?
I
I
have a
have a podcast. Yes. Anywho, ninja suits, black boxes. Oh man, at least we're having a
Alright,
good time, you
So
know.
you're making ninja suits. You've got some costs and you've got some revenue. Where was
I think
David at?
we lost David. He's out.
I'm doing my best.
I did my fucking best.
I'm an
Uh,
adult. I did my best.
Okay,
All right,
black
ninja
box,
suits. Cost,
ninja
revenue.
suits, cost, revenue. Where does all the money go? Okay, ready, go.
No.
So,
Oh no, we lost Ben.
okay. No, it's David's face. We lost David. Costs and revenues. So it really depends on what kind of business you are, but the concepts I feel like are still totally the same. What money is leaving? At the end of the day, you can look at your bank account and go, what money is leaving? At the end of the day, cheers.
That's a lot of our isms. Go on.
Fair. You can look at what money is leaving and what money is coming in. Now that happens after you've been in business for a while. So how do you predict that? How do you take that analytical mindset and go, I'm producing ninja suits. How much does nylon cost? How much does the labor cost to create one? How much can I charge for one? And what is the platform on which I'm selling them? Conversely, how much can I sell them for? How much am I making per ninja suit? How many people are buying them? And you make your best attempt at balancing those two things for a ninja suit business.
So, if you're considering spending money, is there like a different amount of money than you've been spending before? So like, let's say you've been like in business for a little while, you've been going for 6 months or a year and like things are pretty stable. Like you're the same amounts coming in, same amounts going out. But if you're like, okay, I want to spend more money on something, how do you know if you should? Like, what's the
like cost benefit analysis?
And
maybe?
like what if instead of nylon there's a new like hand woven moth fiber that can deflect bullets, which is great for ninjas but more expensive?
Arrows?
Bullets. We're
Ninja
selling these
stars.
on the internet, Ben, so bullets.
Okay. All right. So I feel like that's getting into the big value proposition issue and problem statement and how much your target customer base or target market has and is willing to spend, which is a whole different episode. Go listen to that one, which we haven't filmed yet. So
Okay.
yes.
So where does all the money go? Is in your definition is like just keeping track of like income and expenses to make sure you know where the things are going?
Yes. And if you can provide a pie chart, as fucking basic as that is, most companies are going to be payroll centric. You know, payroll is going to be 75 to 80% of your expenses. If I'm building a ninja suit, I can promise you that the assembly, the sewing, the labor of sewing is going to be more expensive than a centimeter of nylon. And that is, so I'm 80% labor intensive, 20 or 15% supplies expensive, 5% like marketing, infrastructure, etc. This is all wrong. If you are starting something, your marketing budget is going to be way different. That's why it's a black box. It changes based on what you are. But understanding that breakdown of how much of your money is going to labor, how much of it is going to marketing, etc., is going to let you have a handle on your business. And it will look different for everyone. There's no right answer.
So is the black box essentially just a pie chart where
Yeah,
you just allocate everything, and then if you end up with more pie than chart, you're in trouble. But if you have more chart than pie, you're having a great time.
That is remarkably accurate, and I hate you. If you end up with more pie than chart, you have a problem. And that is going to look different for everyone. So
if I'm doing it as speculative, like I want to start up the ninja suit company, and I'm like, I want to make ninja suits. I have made a ninja suit in my garage, and I know how much it costs me to make an individual ninja suit. But I would like to scale this up to a small warehouse in a local downtrodden economically district where it's cheap to buy land.
It's
ooh,
District 13.
gentrification.
Yeah.
District 13. Yeah.
Yep. I want to, and yeah, I'm going to District 13 this. I'm going to bring in some poor aliens who can't work
No,
anywhere
that's
else.
Warehouse 19.
That's
That's Warehouse 19.
District
No, it's
9?
No, District
9.
13 is the like the missing poor district. It's the one that
Okay.
like doesn't exist. Do you even?
No, sci-fi
Yeah.
movie.
I
So
don't
Warehouse
sci-fi
19
show.
would be the alien one that
That's Warehouse 13.
13. Is it 13?
It's Warehouse 13.
Go
Do
on.
you even sci-fi?
No. YA teen romance.
Vampires and werewolves.
Yeah, seriously, did we not
Yeah.
discuss this already? Okay. Okay, go on.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so
I'm sorry.
So if I know how much, so I'm going to go to a downtrodden area because that's where land is cheap and people are cheap, which is a really sad thing to say, but such is life.
Sometimes those places also offer government subsidies, and so you get
Yep.
some money back for like creating jobs there. But
So yeah, so I know how much it costs me to make a ninja suit. However, I know there are a lot of ninjas because I have watched a lot of 90s action films. So I know I will have to, if I release this as a public product, I need to upscale immediately. How do I do the math to know how much it costs me as a person to make a ninja suit, to deciding if I should get a warehouse or if I should just cram downtrodden people into my garage? How do I do that math to figure out, like, I don't want them to know where they live in case they don't like me and they kill me. So like, how do I do that math to figure out what's worth it? What's a dumb investment? Is a warehouse a smart or a dumb investment, given that I've just watched 90s videos to figure out how many ninjas exist in the world?
on VHS specifically.
VHS specifically.
Yes.
Including three ninjas, and three ninjas kick back, and three ninjas kick back something Magic
Bless you.
Mountain with like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I just would like to acknowledge that I did fact check myself, and I'm sorry to report that I was wrong.
Oh.
I mean, I don't believe that.
Drink. Kristen was wrong.
Oh God, it's Warehouse 13. I'm so disappointed in myself.
Oh, Warehouse? That's a great.
Anyway,
that's a
okay.
show.
So how do you know about the ninja suits?
Yeah.
How do you decide how much it costs
How do
to
I
make a
decide
ninja
if a
suit?
warehouse is smart or dumb?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Lights on warehouse and lights off warehouse is a whole different subject. I know that's not what you meant, but lights out warehouses are
They're ninja suits. That's lights
fascinating.
outs.
Sounds kind of hot. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
If the
All right.
ninja suits are made in the dark, they hide better in the dark. Everyone knows that. That's science.
Everyone knows that, Ben. Everyone.
If you make a black
Okay.
turtleneck in the dark, it's darker than a turtleneck made in the light.
Everyone knows that.
So
Yep.
for our audience, because I'm drunk enough to want to help people, a lights on
fool.
warehouse. I'll fight you. Our lights on warehouse, it has human interaction. There's a lot of people. There is production involved. There's manufacturing, skilled manufacturing. A lights out warehouse is one that could literally have 0 lights in it, entirely run by robots, entirely run by automated tools, etc. And that's this scale: lights on, lights out.
Well, we are lights on. People sew the ninja suits,
Okay.
but it's lights off because that makes them stealthier.
God, Jesus Christ. It makes sense. Have skilled ninjas make the ninja suits because they know what's best.
Oh, that's good. Yep. They do.
That's a whole different level to product management.
It also defeats our previous conversation, which was do not hire super specialized talent, but go.
No, they're a ninja. That's their specialization. They can
We
also
don't want
sew.
specialized.
They can also pack, sew, take orders, ship out, run logistics. They're a ninja that can do a lot of different things. That's a very general ninja.
Or give me the farmer that can tiptoe well enough.
None of them are good ninjas.
That's what
That's it.
ninjas were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, none of them are good ninjas. They just happen to also be able to sew and do all the other shit.
All
I
right.
don't get the best ninja because the ninja's out there buying our product so he can continue ninjaing.
Fair. So we're talking about revenue streams and how you analyze your revenue streams as a business. You need to break down, you are making ninja suits. Some people want them. You don't know how much. You are manufacturing them, and that's something you have a much better handle on. You are buying nylon. I don't know what your ninja suits are made out of. You are
Ninja.
paying a 24/7 shift schedule to manufacture. You have cost associated with each suit. And that is generally the starting place. Per unit you provide, whether that is a service or a product, you should understand what cost goes into that.
So to interrupt you quite quickly, just throw a wrench in the works because I'm a problem causer, not a problem solver.
Yep.
I have made a ninja suit on my own in my garage, but it is cheaper if I buy ninja skin. I guess is probably what they make the ninja suits out of. It's one of those
skin.
like, I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where like you make, you know,
Like
you use the
we
plastic.
came from the earth, so we go back to the
yeah,
earth.
Can this
exactly.
be an early 2000s
It's very like
Capri
it's like
Sun commercial?
Very
Yeah.
Viking of you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know how much but like if you buy it in bulk, you get a cheaper price. So how do I figure out if it's cheaper for me to have a warehouse of 14 ninjas making ninja skin ninja suits, or if it's cheaper to have 4 ninjas making ninja skin ninja suits in my garage? How do I do that math?
Ben's given up. That's how you know.
I just have so many follow-up questions.
Your question was so stupid. Ben's out.
I mean, I'll accept your questions. I'm ready.
No. There are some mildly stupid questions, is how I will rephrase that. And David's question is not one of those. It's how you evaluate how you make your product. If your product requires something, say you require one of 3 very, very skilled specialists in the world, that's going to be more expensive. There are multiple people that want their time. There are very, very few people learning that skill, so it may get more valuable in the future. You are utilizing something to make your product that requires an evaluation of whether it is $30 an hour or $60 an hour or $500 an hour. And it's similar to an attorney, right? If you have an attorney with a lot of credentials, $500, $800 an hour is fine. That makes sense. That's what it's going to cost for a massive corporate takeover attorney. When you're talking about making ninja suits, is that person required? So you need to look at your product and okay, yes, David's nodding yes.
No, it's not. No, I'm saying it's not required. Like that's a very good consideration. Anyone can sew ninja skin together.
Yeah.
With the proper machine.
So your product is going to have what's called a bill of materials, a direct breakdown of everything that it costs to produce from a physical standpoint. The bill of materials is materials. I have 25 cents of leather. I have $10.73 of nylon. I have I don't know, $5 of rivets and buckles or whatever a ninja suit requires. I feel like this is just a BDSM shop at this point. Very, very similar business models, if I'm honest. Take a
Yeah.
swath of material and cost it out.
Yeah.
But then you add to that labor. And if that is skilled labor, if someone needs to be very, very skilled at stitching with nylon, okay, how much does that cost in the current industry? If that's $23 an hour for someone to sew with a specified machine, you have startup cost for the machine to put in your warehouse. You have the warehouse leasing, which is per month, and then you have the person, which is per unit. Your goal then is to take all these things, which are different units, and do what's called unit analysis. Take that monthly lease and try to turn it into per ninja suit. I pay $5,000 a month for this warehouse. I produce 10,000 ninja suits from it per month. So per dollar is X number of ninja suits, right?
So to relate this back to previous things, this is how you build your metrics.
Exactly.
Like I need 10,000 ninja suits. I want 12,000 ninja suits.
Right. And you're going to take these known pillars. Say you have a demand. Amazon comes to you and is like, we want to sell your product. We're going to sell 60,000 ninja suits this year. Cool. That is a hard and fast number that's a starting point for how many you need to produce per square foot. And then you're going to dive into Excel and work on this analysis.
Gross.
Did you say dive
No, it's-
into Excel?
Yeah, beautiful. It's clear. Straightforward.
So, do you is it like the chicken before the egg or the egg before the chicken? Like when you're breaking down the money, do you look at how much you're spending or how much you're making first?
No, you just spend as much as you can until you're making money.
Oh, I like that so much
No, that's
better.
a lie. That's
Oh man. Okay.
That was better. I did like that better.
That's not untrue. I feel like you got to spend money to make money.
Well, we
But if
did
you don't
talk
have-
about.
but which money though? Like that's everybody fucking says that. They're like, spend money to make money. It's like, yeah, but then you got people over here blowing money on idiots who don't know how to do what they're saying they know how to do.
Ooh, true, like me.
Yeah, or like the ninja star throwers. You know what I mean? They're like,
your
it's like,
entire
I'm-
demographic is a bunch of dudes running around downtown just throwing ninja stars at trees.
downtown. Absolutely.
Ooh, way to bring it back. I like that. That's a double tap. Episode double tap.
Every now and again, a blind
So-
squirrel finds a nut. Yeah, that's not true. I'm intentionally funny, Ben. But you know what I mean? Because it's like everybody says that, but what the fuck does that actually mean? Because there's no that was how I think we got into the conversation of possibly discussing risky decisions.
I feel like we're sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good. I can put a period there.
Oh, okay, I feel bad, but I'm going to continue.
That's I'll allow that. Yeah.
Acceptable.
Yes.
I'm just
we're-
along for the ride.
Yeah.
Talking about revenue streams. What makes sense for your business and how do you break it down? Overall, I feel like what we're finding is you have incomes, you have outcomes, and it is very, very custom is the answer. But unit analysis is the tool you're going to use to relate apples and oranges.
So to sum up, what I'm hearing is if we have green in, red out, black box, and we have no idea how to relate that, we should go to catalystconsultingservice.com and
Oh, nice.
talk to someone.
Yes.
Who can
David
walk
gets
us
ass
through.
kisser bonus
Get us-
points.
Ooh,
Yeah.
throwing in for the sponsorship.
Christmas is coming. Who's getting Rydell glasses this year?
Oh my God.
That's the only thing we know how to give each other because we're
Yeah.
not good with feelings.
Nope. So we just buy each other alcohol vessels.
Yeah, we just we both have questionable drinking habits. Here's a very fancy glass for that. Good day. That's pretty much
It's
it.
worked out well so far.
Yeah, I love my fancy wine glasses. I get super nervous every time because they're so thin that I hand wash them and I'm like, this is the one, man. I've dropped all of my wine on this show so far. You know what I mean? I'm like, I shouldn't have
It's
Oh, yeah.
I
tradition
shouldn't
at this
have a
point.
fucking
Yeah.
I shouldn't have Rydell glasses.
But you will notice I did rock your Rydells for this show.
Oh, for the
Mhm.
whiskey,
For the
the
whiskey.
whiskey glasses.
And they put
Weird.
wine in it too because I'm classy like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a real problem. That's gonna bug me now. Say absolutely a lot. Okay, so Benjamin.
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. God, this wine is so disgusting too. Like I've been trying to like power through, but it's like it's almost at the bottom.
Well,
Is it not getting better?
don't believe in yourself. Believe in the you that we believe in.
That was weirdly wholesome.
I
Yeah.
stole it, so don't even give
I
that
mean,
to
I
me.
assumed as much.
Yeah, I'm dead inside. I don't have anything
Yeah,
wholesome.
absolutely.
God
like-
damn it!
I know I seriously, it's a problem. I don't even want to drink another one. It's so gross. Okay. So, but like, this is the part that I get confused about because sometimes you have to make a decision to spend money that you don't have yet to make more money, but like where,
Ooh.
you know what I'm
Sorry.
saying? Like that's the part that
That
gets
was loud.
stressful.
Yeah.
And you were very excited about it. Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
another beer. I'll be back.
ROI,
Okay.
return on investment, is the
Yeah, which is a
word.
made up fucking calculation. That's what I was saying, like
Well,
chicken
it's-
before the egg.
Custom is the word that you're looking
Oh.
for.
Oh,
Custom eggs.
oh, I'm sorry, custom.
So return on investment, like the reason that startups receive money is what we're talking about, which is probably only applicable to 0.05% of you. I don't know how many people who are actually in the Bay Area VC community are listening to this. But
Yeah.
But you have a startup. You have a new idea, a new way to do something. You have an Airbnb, a Snapchat, a Facebook, the next unicorn, if you will, saddle company. And you've started. You have seed funding. You know, someone's put in a couple $1,000s. They're like, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's try some shit. And then you reach the next stage. Oh, fuck, this works. Ninja suits are a product someone wants. You have to evaluate, or not evaluate, you have to plan that expansion. And that expansion is what you're paying for. And you are going to add up all the costs that you feel are associated with that expansion with, frankly, against the dollar per value of Ninja Suit. And that's more straightforward than the reality. A lot of companies are bought out. A lot of companies provide a data value or other market value and are purchased as an exit. But we're purely talking about a company that wants to exist 50 years in the future, be sustainable, simply make a product that is worth money. Okay? So starting there, you have
I'm
a
on
Ninja
board.
Suit.
What?
Welcome back. You have a Ninja Suit that people want. It costs some money to make. You need a warehouse. You need stitching tools. You need a quality control area, a quality control department with a quality control manager. You need an e-commerce manager. You need an e-commerce entire team, frankly, to handle your payments through Square or whatever other infrastructure you have developed. You have a whole business model using the business model canvas that you see in the future. You aren't making money today because you can't produce Ninja Suits fast enough. And that's what that money is for. You receive $60 million to make the first 100,000 Ninja Suits according to this vision, and then you are profitable after that. And whoever is giving you that money is saying, I will take a percent of your company and your overall profits in exchange for initial funding to buy a warehouse, buy or hire staff, create a quality control, create an e-commerce infrastructure. And so that's startup costs are associated with the startup.
Okay.
That's my TED talk. That was a
Gosh,
lot.
like thanks for coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
So like if you're just like hypothetically a service-based solopreneur and you're like, I need support, I need more of a team. How do you like what kind of stuff should you look at to be like, okay, who do I hire first? Do I hire project-based like 1099s? Because like there's like that's the scary place, especially when you're like I said, mostly solopreneur, or maybe you have a small team, you've got 5 people and you're like, I need to hire someone else. But like, because the problem that people like myself hypothetically get into is that they have clients and then they're doing work, but then to scale or to grow their business, they can't sustain the next level of work without hiring people, but then you can't hire people without money.
Totally. And it is 100% what bridges that gap. And there's risk like that. This is the whole gambling game. And this is why VC firms are seen as gamblers, because they frankly are. They evaluate a very, very well thought out business model and go, we have the liquid cash to just hand you. Do we believe in you, your vision, your execution plan, your team and capabilities to return our investment 10x or 20x or whatever it might be?
Which review
And
the pitch deck episode to learn how to do that.
yeah, that we haven't filmed yet.
We did pitch decks.
We definitely filmed pitch decks.
Oh, that's going to be a good one because I don't remember
Oh
that.
wait, but I don't think wait, hold on, let me look here real quick. It's not live yet. It'll be live next week.
No, we did value propositions.
I don't think we did.
Kids and cannons, Ben. Kids and cannons.
Kids and
I mean,
cannons.
I remember kids and cannons and value propositions. I have not ranted about Microsoft PowerPoint yet, is all I'm saying.
I don't think we've talked about value props. I feel like we've talked about talking about value. It's the top one on our list of topics is value propositions.
Is it?
It is. Do you need me to share the Google
She
Doc with the
has
world?
the Google Doc.
You think
Yeah.
I've opened that?
She strikes through. She strikes through the Google Docs once we're done
I
with them.
sent you the picture, like you've seen the Google Doc.
Oh, you think I opened my text messages?
Yeah, because I was like, these idiots are never gonna look at this fucking Google Doc, so I need to send him a screenshot.
Well, Ben's too Hollywood. He has
Okay,
like
that's
4
fair.
phones.
Oh,
Mm,
fair.
I was
What
like,
were we
"Oh,
talking about?
It did not come through my Discord.
yeah. Oh, don't even get me started on Discord.
Paid Discord, join the community.
Like 45 minutes. Yeah.
All right, but we're talking about how you evaluate how much money you need to ask for to bridge that gap between where you are and the operations you envision.
Yes.
That's what I got. I've ranted a lot. David, what you got?
Oh, I know nothing about this. But I can talk about this if you would like.
Oh, in that voice. Yeah.
I like it. ASMR, maybe like scratch the mic a little bit. I think we need to do disclaimers for our drunk episodes. Be like,
It's
This
just
is
the
episode. This is the second episode of a 2-episode
Yeah.
evening.
It's every other episode. It's not that complicated.
So Ben just called everyone stupid, so that's fine. Yeah.
No, but we did only do the one episode of like marketing, and then we didn't do a second episode. So then people will be thrown off.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah. So I for me I'm trying to understand what
believe in you.
makes me no you shouldn't. What makes me want to, so we talk about all these people that did things out of, like, you talk about Steve Wozniak and Jobs, Steve Jobs and
Mhm.
Wozniak, Apple out of a garage. You talk about Microsoft out of a garage. You talk about like Hewlett and Packard out of a garage. All of them worked out of the garage. Eventually they left the garage. What would you, Ben, as a advisor to a company, say, when do you leave the garage?
Mm.
And
Ooh,
is the
is-
modern corporate world so cutthroat that you have to leave the garage sooner, or you have to leave the garage later?
Ooh, that is holy shit. That's a good question.
Drink.
Drink
David
for
says I'm-
David asking a
David
good
says I'm smart.
question.
David says I'm smart. It's true.
No. Yeah, well, that too. But like when Ben goes, "Ooh, that's a good question."
Ooh, that's fair.
That's on the line.
Yeah, he says "ooh" a lot.
It's close enough. I get excited, okay? And
We think it's part of your charm. We're just gonna
Aw.
all be really annoyed by all of our little like quirks for a while now.
you ever been self-conscious? Me too.
Yeah.
Start a podcast. Elevate that shit. Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Start a
Yeah.
podcast.
So you've got, how does a company leave the garage? Man,
And or win.
there.
But
All
I
right,
feel like
so
that's like a whole episode.
Oh, totally. But let's
feel like
start
we
with some.
Okay.
Let's start with some real quick basics.
I'm writing
uh,
down, when does company leave a garage?
I'm putting
Like
it
that.
on our doc that
That's better.
yeah.
The
Okay.
garage is kind of a gone concept, if you will. Seed funding is the beginning. Series A, Series B, Series C, very rarely, maybe Series D. But you have different milestones.
Ladies.
God damn it. All about Series D. But seed funding is that garage stage, a little advanced. If I built ninja suits in my garage, frankly, skateboarding kind of started as this from surfers who were like, hey, in the off season, what do? Let's put wheels on a plank and go down the streets in California. How does that turn into a massive industry? It takes funding. So you're at seed stage, you have an idea, you receive funding to beta test in the range of 100,000 to like $500,000 in today's cash, if you will. This doesn't apply for the 1980s, obviously, but
That was like $30.
yeah, it's $30,
Yeah.
$40. But you have an idea, you have a vision, you execute some prototypes, and seed stage is all about proving revenue. Can I make a single dollar from this idea that I have? And people that believe in you in that seed stage are people that say, hey, I see the end vision of this. You've made $1. I will take a risk.
Mhm.
And it is generally a higher percentage of your company per dollar than Series B or Series C, where you have proven revenue, you've proven everything, you are simply taking funding to expand. And that's the risk that VC firms take. Do they dive in at seed stage? And there are companies that, or VC firms that specialize in seed stage or Series A, and there are companies that specialize in Series B, Series C, simply buying already successful startups to add to their portfolio. And so it's really defined by milestones of, are you pre-revenue with an idea? You've made $0. Are you some revenue? You're still in the red. You haven't made money, but you have a proven value. Are you in the black? You've made money. You have something that people want. You have made more money than people have invested into you. And then are you in the extremely profitable stage like Airbnb, Snapchat, etc.? I
but
don't
I
know
mean-
about Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat's in the red still,
They might be in the red still.
as is
They're just
Uber.
popular.
Uber is still in the red. Yeah.
Yikes.
But I mean, like, I think what you're talking about is like in startup land, and that's not the land that I live in. Like, I live in a land of entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and side hustlers. And sometimes those people buy businesses, like sometimes they buy turnkey businesses, but in a lot of cases, it's bootstrapping more. I mean, not that like startup funding is not bootstrapping, but it's bootstrapping in a different way. So like that's where I think for like the people that I talk to, including myself, is like, okay, so if I'm just like, if I'm selling my shit and then I make some money, then like when do I know when I need to quote unquote leave the garage, which is either add someone to help me
Ooh.
or scale my organization or something. Like startups is like whatever, like you fucking put your shit together and you have a beautiful pitch deck. I get that I'm
So-
oversimplifying this, but you're getting hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars to help you leave the garage. But when you're trying to make the decision to leave the garage yourself, that's like a whole different like thing.
I feel like that's a question for David. I answered the question in the context that I understand. I'm not good with people. I am not good with slow expansion.
Oh, Ben.
I am here to YOLO into $160 million and 40 people and an idea.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how to build operations. That's a David question.
This is why we're a team. One team, one fight.
One team, one dream.
Yeah.
But okay.
Sure.
That's my
We're
version.
cute.
I think it's funny that we were separated at birth and we still have similar styles and approaches.
Yeah. I mean, it's a completely different episode, and it's not this podcast to talk about nature versus nurture, but I have a lot of thoughts on nature versus
We
nurture.
live stream our therapy sessions.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just from like empirical data. Anyway, to come back to it, I think the big thing about when you leave the garage is when for me the leave the garage step is when you aren't making any headway where you're at. And that's for me, that's the leave the garage scenario. A lot of times, well, with turnkey, it's a little easier because you actually have a cost in, cost out. You have a physical location. You're here. You provide a service. As long as you make money each month, you're fine. Like that's good. You're good. Like insurance companies, I think is my like preferred punching bag for like turnkey operations. Like you provide something people are legally obligated to have, and then you can upsell them on other things. You're in a physical location. You know how much it costs to have an agent sitting there, and they only operate in the business hours. That's when they operate. So you know a very set cost of things that you're doing. So like insurance companies, super easy. Do you need more agents because you can't staff all of your things? Then add an additional agent. Problem solved. There we go. Problems like we're done. I think some of the things like where you go into like Etsy shops that want to expand into a real thing. Like for me, I do a bunch of nerd shit, and there are like people who do like cosplay,
D&D.
people who do painting commissions, people who do other things like that. And as a person, they can do a certain amount of things. And then they have to decide, wait, do I make this into like a studio? Do we as a studio then take a person on? And I think that comes into pure volume of work. And like if you're whelmed at your level of operation, you probably don't need to add anyone. If you're overwhelmed a little bit, you're probably still okay with your operation. But when you're just like, when you wake up being like, if you sit up out of bed and say, shit, okay, I need to talk to this person, I need to do this, then I need to film this, then I need to do this, then I need to post this on the TikToks, then I need to put this onto Twitter, I need to go over here, then I need to talk to this person, then I need to go this, then I need to go to the luncheon that is the Spokane City luncheon of businesses, and then I need, after that, I need to do this. That's probably, you're hitting the overwhelmed mark, and you should be like, do I need a minion? And the answer at that point is yes. Like if you wake up already thinking about what you're doing each day, you are overwhelmed. And when I worked at Highs, hypothetically,
That's so good.
yeah, when I worked at Highs, I would wake up. So my shift started in heavy quotations at 6 o'clock in the morning. I would be waking up at 4 a.m. and then I would be driving my 20-minute commute, and I would be getting there an hour and a half early because what I needed to do each day, I needed that much prep time. Like I would wake up being like, oh, fuck. Okay. I don't know what happened this day. I need to take care of this. I need to check my emails for this. I need to do this. I was overwhelmed. And so for me as a small business owner, if I'm doing that where like work starts at 6, but I'm up at 4 a.m., I'm overwhelmed. And that's when I need to start deciding like, okay, if I hire another person, what do I need to change about the business? Do I need to hire a person who just takes on my admin tasks? Like, can I take on, is my green line $75,000 and I can pay $40,000 to have someone do my admin tasks? Or is my green line $5,000 and therefore I need an admin and sewer? And so that all triggers into like, what do I do at that point? I'm overwhelmed. I can't keep this together. Do I fold the business, or do I say I need an admin sewer, or is the business doing well and I need an admin? And for me, that's the deciding factor, is how much before my day starts am I waking up, and or at the end of my day, which I just end my day with drinking. So like that's a wash. For me, it's the beginning of the day is my judgment line, is how much before my day am I waking up to prep for my day. And that's like how over, under, and or whelmed am I. And that determines how much support do I feel like I need.
And or whelmed is really good policy
And
in this
or
moment.
whelmed.
And or whelmed.
Because I
level
mean,
of whelm?
yeah, because at the end of the day, you always want someone to be whelmed, because you want everyone at like 85% capacity. Because if something huge comes through, you want everyone to be able to flex up. If you run at 100% capacity, then everyone is whelmed with a capital W, and then you're like, oh shit, hits the fan, and everyone has to push harder. So your goal is always to like, you want to whelm with a lowercase w, so like 85-90% whelming.
I have an interesting question about that. With seasonal work, like say you're in a warehouse for Target or any of these companies, Amazon,
Or worst returns.
or worst returns,
or highs.
Yeah.
there's a question about 1099 contract seasonal workers versus year-round 80% of capacity. There's an understanding of higher capacity and overtime during, Christmas, 4th of July, etc.
So this is the
They're-
dirty little I will say our dirty little secret on the logistics side. Our dirty little secret is seasonal workers.
But is
They're
that better?
they're not 1099 though. They're W2s.
Yeah, they're W2s, but like
Because
they
they're-
have
can't be.
they have an end date.
But they're still contract workers. They are
No.
not.
No,
No,
they're full
they're
employees.
W2 employees
Yep.
with a seasonal. They're occasional seasonal
Mm.
employees. So we hire them. So like at worst returns, we would that's a term of their hiring. So we would hire like 100 people. No, that's not true.
And then we would.
It's
so
less than
at,
that,
at-
but
at
like
highs, we
you
would
have
just
things
pick them
like-
up on the other season.
Right. You have things
Yeah,
like
They
so
were
we would-
winter
if-
season.
if
We
the
were
people
summer season.
Oh yeah, so we were winter, right? And then we would hire them with the understanding they knew that they were occasional seasonal. It was a specific job class,
Mhm.
different from part-time or full-time. And then at the end of the season, like the people that did a good job would stay every single time, like because we just didn't get that many good
Mhm.
people.
Yep.
Because we needed people who would just show up for fucking Thanksgiving, for Black Friday.
So it
and
functions
then the day
also
after
as a
Christmas.
hiring strategy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not a successful
good one.
because
Not
we
a
would
good
hire
one.
we would hire 35 people and get like
We-
4 good ones.
Yeah, we
maybe,
would do
but,
the
like,
mirror test. Like, can you
but
fog
yes,
a mirror? We're
literally.
hiring you.
But to be fair, it also wasn't the best employment circumstances either because their hours were super inconsistent. Like it was the kind of situation where it's like they're guaranteed 4 hours a week, period. That's like the
Mhm.
terms of the agreement.
Oh, we were
and then
way
the-
better.
I mean, it's a
4.
retail store. So like, what are you
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
do?
we're
'Cause you're-
very different. Yeah,
you're
we're,
not
we're a
actually-
different animal.
Yeah, you're not actually busy except for the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and then Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas. So like you have all these people, they're helping you like I mean, you're busier, right? But it's not the same kind of thing.
So-
So they're stocking the floor, but like people would get called in to work, but they're not getting, it's not like they're coming in with 25 hours a week. It's like 4 hours a week if you're fucking lucky. If you come in when we call you because no one shows up all the time, then you get more hours. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we ran our busy season because we were, in theory, working during the spring, summer, fall. We usually hit the same exact people, but we were just like, oh, fun fact, like, shit, fun fact is one of mine.
it is.
Oh, drink.
We would just have them be like, hey, you are full time, but any week on the, like if they're Monday through Thursday, we'd be like, any week on the Saturday or Sunday prior, we will let you know whether or not you're coming in that week. But if
Yeah.
you come in that week, you're coming in that entire week. And so you would just run off of like phone calls, like Saturday, bring, bring, hey, yes, we need you this week. And then you're there for Monday through Thursday. But if you do well, we have a certain allotted slots that we gave every seasonal worker. We're like, we have this many per year, whichever it happened to be, this many seasonal slots. Pick your like rock star seasonal workers. And some of them are still at this hypothetical company to this day because they were just such fucking rock stars that we were just like, yeah, no, like keep them forever. They're absolute rock stars.
And that was pretty much how we were. It was like we had a theoretical allotment of like permanent positions, but then the people that like if they did a good job, they were going to stay, period. Like that was always, because it was really always only a handful of people. And most of the positions in the store are part-time. So it's easy to like absorb that a little bit and then wait for attrition to happen if you need to give somebody more hours. Cause it's also like younger people usually. It's like fresh out of high school, college, unless they move up the ranks.
Not 20 years career experience doing
10
Got it.
for some
job.
of us. I did 10 Black Fridays in customer service. So
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
and people wonder
I
why
feel
I
like
am the way I am.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, as a military person, you get some certain like disabilities and things like that for time and service. I feel like maybe retail should also get those benefits.
Yeah, like you guys get deployments and like
Yeah.
tours, and we get
Like-
Black Friday, and people are like, okay.
Yeah, Black Friday and Christmas Eve should be tax free. I will
Well,
die
and
on
then
that hill.
the day after Christmas is our second
Returns
busiest day of the year.
Yeah, Returns
Yeah,
Day.
yep.
So
So
I feel
Black
like
Friday
you-
is the worst, and then
I feel like all retail, if I was president, vote me for president. Day prior
Maybe.
to Mother's Day, day prior to Father's Day, day prior to 4th of July and the 4th of July, Thanksgiving day prior Thanksgiving, then Black Friday, and then day prior to Christmas, day after Christmas, tax free for all retail employees.
voted.
Yeah. I
I
was
don't even care about the
skeptical
rest.
until you said tax free, not
Yeah.
day off.
Mhm.
No, tax free, absolutely tax free.
Yeah.
So, like, if you give them the day off, awesome, that's a paid day off. Like a
Then
lot
the
of
day off
companies already do
becomes the
that.
day before the day off. Like always. That just goes on forever.
No, not even that, but it's like you could be day off, we pay you, or you could be day on tax free. So like
Well,
I
I mean,
win,
we
I
get
win,
like
I
time and a half.
I win the
Right.
workers and the
So,
corporations.
Well, from the
time and a half-
IRS
wait, so-
perspective, like I submit my W-2, I submit my earnings for the year to the IRS, and I'm like, Yeah, I don't know, 220 hours of these don't count based on current rules.
Yeah, well, because
That's on them to figure out. Fuck
you
you
already,
guys.
you already do
calculated
student
it.
loans and shit like that. So you do student
That's
loans,
true.
you do donations of goodwill. You just say hours worked on a tax-free holiday.
I mean,
Dude,
if we
you know
lived
people are
in the
gonna fuck that
future,
shit up.
if we lived in the future, they could just take federal dates get provided for this tax-free. They could take your dates on your submitted tax forms and calculate that.
All right, we've
They
gone off the
won't.
rails.
They're going to
We've
ask
gone
you to
off the
calculate it
rails.
for them.
Okay. So we don't know where the money goes or where it comes from. We're drunk. Right? Do you know where the money goes? I don't know where the money
Okay.
goes.
So at the end of the day, there's a pie
Ben
chart.
knows.
Yeah, at the end
There
of the
is a
day,
pie chart.
I'm gonna sum up because I don't.
At the end of the day,
damn it, there is a pie chart.
oh
You
god,
want
so gross.
you want less pie than you have chart. If you
Yes.
have less pie than chart, expand. If you have more pie than chart, don't.
Unexpand.
Backwards?
Despan?
If you have more pie than chart, expand. Take the whole pie.
No,
That's
but
your
the pie,
goal.
but the
Build a
pie is bigger
monopoly.
than the. Okay.
No, I'm saying as far as slicing. Sorry, more pie means that things can't fit in 100%.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, so more pie means you need to sort something out. You need to go to Catalyst Consulting,
I am being
and you need to tell us how we can make you more efficient.
cynical
And
capitalist.
that's what you can do. So if you see more pie than you have chart, go to Catalyst Consulting. If you have less pie than chart, expand like a goddamn motherfucker with a generalist.
Everything is
Everything
terrible.
is terrible. Fucking nailed it.